golden sheen of moonlit water. It runs through the dust like a rivulet, heading west, heading further than west, all the way beyond this world, and all the way to the Quiet Sisters. Later that afternoon, the first shift comes on the wind. Kid stops walking and breathes it in. There's a smell of spring blossom and warm rain and wet grass, a scent not of this world, but of the world that is to come, carried on a wind that weaves across two places and two patterns. The way thread is leading him out of this world and shifting him into the next. Perhaps this one will hold the sisters. Pebbles slide down a slope behind him. Kid whirls around, the forefinger of his right hand quickly slipping on his thimble. He points his finger like a pistol and sweeps the hills with his eyes closed. There's nothing. Just this world sliding further into ruin and dust. Must have been the breeze that moved them. But Kid's hand still tingles and his heart beats hard. If a breeze can cross over into this pattern, then so can other things. Further on, the way thread weaves around a vast scattering of boulders, all of them smooth and pink-speckled, like prehistoric eggs. As Kid passes by, some of those pink spots tremor and shed from the rock and flutter in the air like the ghosts of butterflies. He kneels down and picks one of them up. They are blossom petals, from trees that did not bloom in this world. Kid nods. He smiles, even though smiling makes his cracked lips bleed. He's very close now. He'll need to rest before the final shift. He hasn't slept or stopped in almost 2 days, and he is beyond exhausted. His feet are blistered raw, and his skin is scoured by the dust and burned by the suns, and his head aches from the constant effort of tracking the way thread. He steps off it carefully and closes his eyes to watch its quicksilver gleam drain down into the dust again. That evening, he sits by his campfire and watches the flames of it stream upwards in orange ribbons tinged with green. When he needs more wood, he weaves it out of the dust and tosses it into the circle of stones. Above him, the 2 suns slip away one after the other until night comes, starless and cold. All constellations here long since burned out like old light bulbs. This fire is the only thing shining in all this vast and desolate world. Sometimes blossom petals drift into light and vanish away again into the dark. Kid hunches up with his arms around his knees and shuffles closer to the flames. He slips on his thimble, and from the rising smoke, he weaves himself a blanket, thickening it in the air with his finger like candy floss on a stick. He reaches out and pulls it around his shoulders and shivers until he's warm. He badly needs to sleep, but he's afraid. The dark is all around him, so deep it is like something he might fall into and drown. And not all of it is nighttime dark. There is another darkness out here, as there is in all worlds gone raggedy. It is a darkness Kid can feel whenever he closes his eyes. A darkness that is bleeding through from the place beyond the pattern, until it clots like a scab into some horrendous thing, with teeth and a sucking mouth and dark pinhole eyes. The blanket has warmed Kid, but he is still shaking. His fear is the kind of fear that grows deep down, like cancer in a bone. It burrows and it gnaws, and he can't make it stop. He slips on his thimble and points a trembling finger at the darkness. At last, his arm drops and Kid shakes his head. He needs rest. He needs to get his strength back for the last stretch of way thread. Can't be staring wide-eyed into the dark all night. Someone else will have to do that for him. With the thimble still on his forefinger, Kid looks around for something to pattern, turns to the boulder nearest to him. It's rough and reddish and not too big.